Alright, hey guys, so I got everybody cleaned today. I figured it's time to show you guys an updated collection and feeding video, even though the collection hasn't changed. So down here I have my little red-faced conda, or not red-faced conda, red-faced albino. Red-faced condos will be on the works. He hates it when I open this tub. He gives me that pissed off face every time. So we'll see if we can get him to take this. Usually I have to leave it alone. I have to leave it in this tub. So what I do is I clear off a little area up front with like less chips, and then I just put it down. And he'll come in and grab that when he feels like it. This girl, however, that's my female albino. She should take it right off the tongs for me. She usually does. Come on. I know. You hate your food. You have to hiss at it. Well, she might not today. So generally I'll do the same thing. I'll clear out an area in the front of the tub. She's freaking cobra hooding up at me. I only do this with the little babies. The big ones usually take there. This is the head albino. I think I've actually got a buyer for her. A gentleman in Bristol actually messaged me on Facebook. So it's a couple towns away. No wait, I want a smaller one for her. There we go. And then we've got the Kenyan sand boas. He could probably take a bigger one, but all the fuzzies I had were too big for him, so I'm holding off on that for now. And I'll give him another one later or something. All right. Well, that's for the conda. Boom. Yeah, she can definitely take a bigger one, but I'll just let her have that one for now. Jeez, she spazzes. Alright, so now we got my het snell up here. Just fell like an idiot. Let's see, give you this one. This is a good size for you. Usually I have no problem feeding him. I'm not entirely sure if this is a male or female yet. Well, just leave that one in there for her. Got the het anery. He will be for sale at the White Plains show. Because I don't really have any use for him. Boom. He never gives me a problem eating. Het pink pastel will also be for sale. I figure if I'm going to work with pink pastels, I'll just get a pink pastel. So I'm not going to play with the hets. Oh. Are you mad at dinner? Some of them might not be quite hungry right now because I just fed them, I think, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So some of the adults don't eat twice a week. The babies usually do, but it's fine though. I'll leave that there. If he doesn't come back for it, I'll feed it to this girl. Last week she ate a rat pup and four fuzzy mice. She's a beast. This is my red het albino. She knows what's going on. You want that? Yeah, you do. Boom. Okay, go back inside. I want to close you in the door. There we go. And this is my albino male. He's probably more interested in breeding than he is eating. So, actually, I know for a fact he's not going to eat, so I'm going to skip him. If he looks like he will, I'll go back later and I'll give him this one. My friggin' conda up there in the That's why I like these tubs. They can't get out of them. That gap's not wide enough for them to get out. They can roost and explore, but they can't get out of them. This girl, I gave her a lay box. I've seen one hook up between her and the albino, so I want to make sure she's got a lay box in case she decides she wants to lay. It's still kind of early, but you never know. Usually she's a piggy. No. See, she could be gravid. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll leave that there for her and she'll figure it out. This girl is a monster. I weighed her, she's 360 grams. So, the new snake that I have coming in will probably go to her. I'm not going to tell you what it is I bought her. I got a really good deal on King Snake Classifieds on a male, and I'm not going to tell you what it is until it comes in. I'm just waiting for the weather to allow for shipping. Here, quick interjection as to why I can't get my snake, besides the fact that it's like 20 outside. We just got, hey little chickadee. Way to say hello. Probably a good foot of snow last night. So, and we're expecting more Saturday. So actually, whether or not I will be at White Plains will be dependent upon the weather. If it's like this out, I'm not going anywhere. So, but there's a good chance I'll end up going. I mean, I'm hitching a ride, so I gotta meet my buddy Adam up in up at his store and in Avon, and I'm hitching a ride with him. So it won't be that bad. But if it's too bad, I don't even know if he's gonna go. So I got Sundays off in the new job. So I'll be pretty much every other White Plains, if not every White Plains. Yeah, she might be putting up. Yeah, she's probably just gonna hiss at me. So I'll leave that one for her. And what I tend to do is I'm not gonna bother feeding that bottom one. Only for the simple fact that I know one of these girls will probably end up leaving a mouse, and then I end up feeding it to her. So rather than you know, have a bunch of extra stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. See, there's the. Oh, you saw her take it. Rather than thaw a bunch and have a bunch of extra mice, I will just take the ones that don't get eaten and feed them to the ones that haven't eaten yet. So I save myself from wasting mice by doing that. So where's my little condo? Let's see if he'll eat. He's 35 grams. He's been trying to lock up with the ladies lately, but he's been skipping meals, and I don't like that because I want him to get more size on him. I mean, 35 is relatively breeding size, but he's kind of skinny. I mean, he's not like deathly skinny or anything. There's nothing wrong with him. He's long and thin as opposed to my other males, you know? I mean, for a comparison, this is him. You know, he's 35 grams. I got the het snow around the same time, and it's 55 grams. You know, and they've been, well, up until lately, they've been eating about the same. This guy tends to eat a lot more. Seriously, he's such a light hog. He or she, whatever, is such a light hog. Like, if I know it's a het snow, but it almost looks xanthic. But it's not. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it has that xanthic look to it. But I don't know. Either way, I mean, I bought it as a female for $100. Het snow. If it is a female, cool. If it's not, it's still a good deal. And I can use a het snow male in my projects no matter what. So, my buddy Adam has a 66% possible het female anaconda, same as mine. Only mine's a male. And he said he was going to breed it to his albino, and I was like, well, do you want to just breed it to my conda? And then, you know, if we, you know, worst case scenario, we end up with some condas and super condas that are possibly het albino. Best case scenario, we end up with some super condas that are albino. he's like, that sounds like a good idea. So hopefully we'll be hooking up for that. So yeah, Het Albino needed an upgrade. She was in one of those smaller tubs, and I upgraded her today. She's almost 300 grams, so she definitely needed an upgrade. And I wasn't sure whether or not she was going to breed this season, and because she was 180 grams when I got her, and she's close to 390 now, or 290, probably over 300 now. I mean, that was the last time I weighed her, which was like 3 weeks ago. So she's thirsty. But I don't think she took that mouse. Yeah. Well, I'll come back in a little bit. If she hasn't eaten it, then I will give it to that girl down at the bottom there. That's how I do it. So that's it for now. Oh, I still have one ball python. I got to go get a live mouse from the garage for her. She's live. She hasn't really been growing that much. I mean, I've been feeding her, but she hasn't been growing. Then again, I haven't been feeding her twice a week or anything. I'm not trying to power grow her because I'm probably going to sell her at the show. And she belongs to somebody else. I've messaged him a couple times saying, hey, you want me to ship that snake to you? And I haven't gotten a response. So what I'm probably going to do is end up selling it and just give him a refund. I mean, I've tried to get a hold of him, and if I don't get a response, you know. It was actually somebody who won a contest. Then their prize animal ended up not surviving. So I told them, I was like, or, you know, I can give you another one, or you can have a $75 credit. And they were like, well, I'll pay you $75 plus a $75 credit, and I'll take that female. I'm like, all right, cool. So he sent me the $75. We were waiting for a good day to ship because it was too hot. And then he just disappeared. Like, I haven't heard from him. No comments. I sent him some messages, nothing. So, I mean, I know who he is on my PayPal. I can just refund him the $75. And as far as prize animals go, if he wants the prize, I guess he can have a hog nose. Oh, there we go. See? The little albino grabs. So he's got a little bit of the wood chips on it, but he hasn't had a problem. Alright, I'm gonna leave him alone, otherwise he's gonna stop swallowing it. He's such a picky little bugger. Like, he puts up such a hiss fest. Yeah, see, she still hasn't touched hers, but she will. I can't wait for her to be big enough to breed. She's gonna be a staple in my projects. So there you go. Collection update. I've got a new arrival, like I said, coming in whenever weather permits, and it's going to be a big one for me. It's a gene I don't have, so I'm really fighting the urge. I just got my income tax in today. I'm really fighting the urge. There's a guy on King Snake right now with a male hypo, possibly het toffee for $250, and I'm reminding myself that I just spent $350 on my newest edition. Plus, I don't know. I don't think I need another male at the moment. I mean, I could produce male or female het hypos, and well, het hypos in general. But I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll wait. So, oh, also, I was worried about producing too many babies, but a friend of mine, I'm not going to mention it in case he wants to save the news for himself. So, but a friend of mine is opening up a store, and I told him, I was like, well, I'll sell you wholesale hog noses when you need them. And he's like, cool. So now I'm not worried about producing too many babies. Any extras that I don't sell at shows or to people online will go to his store. So, and he's a good friend. He's a excellent keeper. You know, his animals are top grade. So I'm not worried about, you know, it being like a rundown store or anything. I know he's going to take great care of his animals. He's the kind of guy who should have a pet store. We'll put it that way. He's the kind of guy who will keep them in immaculate condition and actually educate people who come in to buy animals as to how to keep them, not just sell them anything to make money and get it off the shelf. You know? So, I have no problem supplying babies to him. Plus, in my personal opinion, on my reptile resume, quote-unquote, it'd be cool to be able to say that I provided a pet store with animals. So, and not like a major pet store, like a mom and pop shop, you know. I think we need more of those in this industry. We need less Petcos, less PetSmarts, more mom and pops. You know, more mom and pop shops that breed their own rats and sell you feeders that they bred, that are being fed premium rat diet and not crap. Not lab raised rats, you know, that come from who knows what kind of setup. So I will put as much support as I can into his business, help him out any way I can. You know, I told him, I was like, I'll wholesale you babies, and for larger animals we can do a consignment type deal, you know, where if I have like a albino conda, you know, and it's not selling, I'll send it to you, you list it at $1,200 or whatever, you keep $200, something like that. Whatever, we'll work it out. Point is, I'm not worried about overproducing. So I've got 3 females that should go this season, possibly 4. We're still trying to figure it out. My buddy bought that one off the bottom off me. I was supposed to give it to him Sunday at White Plains. I told him if I go, I'll have the snake. If I don't go, I'll send him a refund. He's fine with that either way, because he's got 3 more hogs coming in as soon as the weather permits, and he's got a male toffee, so he's fine with having her or not having her. But alright, so I've rambled on for 16 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go. Out.